Femininity to me doesn't really mean anything, to be honest. Like growing up, I was always surrounded by males, and the only female that was around was my sister. And before I came along, she was also just with my brothers. And yeah, I do have a mom, but because we migrated from the islands, my parents were constantly out working, and the person who looked after me was my sister. So I kind of just picked up like traits from her, but she picked up her traits from my brothers. So I never really was taught or was around like females that much to be able to, actually know what femininity was. Until this day, I still don't know what it is to myself. The way I express my femininity, I don't. I've tried, but it's just not my element. As you can see, I am of Pacific descent, and that our girls, well, the way I grew up, our girls were expected to, dress nicely, always do your hair, make sure that like your clothes are like not wrinkly and stuff like that, iron it out. Also, like, there's just so much of that I don't like. Like, I don't like dresses. I didn't like short stuff. I want to be covered. Like, you'll catch me on a hot day with a jumper and jeans and covered shoes. Like, you'll never catch me in like those pretty dresses that the girls wear. And it's expected of me because I'm a female. I'm supposed to show like a bit of skin here, a bit of skin there, but I don't want to.
Femininity to me is, I think it's, in a way, how can you be like fruitful in your life? I feel like when I think about femininity, I think about like fruitfulness. Like, that's the first thing that I think comes to my mind. Like, you can be fruitful in the way that you act, in the way that you say things, in the way that you like encourage people. I feel like can have a femininity touch to it, and almost like a kindness to it as well. Like, I feel like when I think about femininity, I think about just someone who's quite compassionate. Like, I think I put like a persona onto it. It's almost like a character trait where you're kind, but also like what you do and what you say and what you think has power to multiply into something better and something bigger, if that kind of makes sense. To be honest, like, I am quite a girly girl if you were to put it in stereotypical terms. I do like wearing pink and I like having pink stuff, but I think also I don't just express my femininity by the things that I like wear, but it's definitely by the way that I act. I try and like be encouraging to people, and kind to people, because that's what I think will be fruitful, and I think that is what kind of, I guess when I'm kind to people, I see a ripple effect of it. So I do think that there are some expectations on how I express my femininity. I think culture like puts a lot of emphasis on how what it is to like be feminine, or like what is femininity, and so it's hard not to think about those stereotypes or those sort of cultural standards that we have created.